If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Winnett, and with me now representing the Swifty Foundation are Matt and Kevin Brannis. So welcome to the set.
Thank you.
We're super excited to have you here and talk about the Swifty Foundation. And I'm going to start with you, Kevin. Tell us a little bit about the mission.
Yeah, the Swifty Foundation was created for Michael Gustafson. He was a former North student and a family friend, and he passed about 3 years ago to brain cancer. So Michael's story kind of inspired the foundation because we learned that about only 4 cents of every dollar that goes to cancer from the government goes to pediatric cancer. So we wanted to make a change with that. And also the cancer drugs that were used on Michael were about 20 years old. So, and because of that, cancer survival rates haven't improved in 20 years. So we decided to make the Swifty Foundation's goal to raise money for pediatric cancer.
That's amazing. I mean, those are good facts that you know, and really a little bit horrifying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about why you're involved.
Me personally and my brother, we're both on the same page. Last summer, we both joined the board. We're on the student board. We were recruited by the Gustafsons. We live in their neighborhood. I didn't personally know Michael very well, but we lived in the neighborhood and we know their family pretty well. We're on the student board, consists of 11 members, mostly in high school and college. And we're broken up into 3 committees. We have grant making, fundraising, which is the one we're both on, and then we have public relations. Mm-hmm. So we're both part of the fundraising, and each committee kind of just functions. It's just a group of like 3 or 4 people. So we'll be in charge of just planning fundraisers, organizing like how the money is, doing the financial stuff. And then, so that's the basic structure of the board. Me personally, I joined the board because I'm inspired by Michael's story. It's a really great way, and I think it's a good cause that kind of goes unnoticed in the community.
I think I love the word that you said, inspired, because I think, with everything that Mikey was going through, to think about how he could leave a legacy and make sure other kids didn't experience the same situation that he was in, I think is, for a young person, incredibly inspiring. I think what's neat with your group is it's all youth-led. So talk a little bit about that, Kevin. I know it makes it very special.
Yeah, the youth support across the community is incredible. We have over 30 events that are held at junior high, high school, and college levels. So we just had our Crosstown Classic basketball game last night. We also have hockey, golf fundraisers, along with many other clubs that support Swifty in an amazing way. We also won the AFP Youth and Philanthropy Award last year, which was really cool for our fundraising efforts.
Bravo. That's great. That's tremendous. And how do you, the story in and of itself is inspiring, but how do you two go about getting other people to get involved? Is it difficult? Is it easy?
Yeah, everyone just kind of seems to be behind it all the time. It's really cool because you'll go across the school and you'll see everyone wearing Swifty shirts on certain days when we have those basketball games. So I think it's really a cause that everyone loves to get behind because everyone's really inspired by his story.
Yeah. Now, Mikey was a golfer at Naperville North before he passed in 2013, and there's been this continuously interesting and very close relationship between the Swifty Foundation and the Naperville North golf team itself and the golf community. Talk a little bit about that, Matt.
Yeah, the relationship with the golf team and the Swifty Foundation is still really strong. Every year we host a fundraiser. The boys golf team hosts a fundraiser at Crest Creek, and the girls golf team is starting doing this too. So we raise money at the foundation, and it's a really cool way for us to get involved and help out the foundation. We also, on our uniforms, on our shirts, we, in the past years and this year, we're also going to have, it's a paw print with MG, standing for Michael Gustafson, on our shirts. So that's another cool way we can kind of have him with us while we're playing. And then also, at Springbrook Golf Course, our home course, at our home matches, there's a bench dedicated to him there. So the coaches will be like, hey, let's head over to Mikey's bench. So it's kind of a cool way we can remember him and he can be with us.
That's neat. Yeah. Those are 3 very nice outward expressions of that support. And I would imagine when you're golfing, it's an individual game, it's quiet. I would imagine that kind of seeps in and you think a little bit about that yourself, keeps things in perspective. Yeah. Now, I know you took a very interesting trip to Washington, D.C. this past summer. Talk a little bit about what you and the other board members did while you were there.
Yeah, we went down to D.C. And we went down with on behalf of Kids vs. Cancer. So we were advocating for 2 acts, which one of them aimed to give incentive to drug companies to produce pediatric cancer drugs, and the other one was to give kids access to the newer cancer drugs. So we went and talked to various senators and congressmen, and we advocated for those acts to be passed. And it was a really great experience for me because I got to see changes being made there, and I was doing something about it personally, which was really cool to be with all the other great board members. It was really cool to just be doing something firsthand.
I think that's wonderful. I mean, you are the future, so your ability to go in and advocate on behalf of taking care of future youth is amazing. What was it like sort of sitting across from the senators and giving your pitch?
Yeah, most of them we were talking with their staff. We did
Okay.
get to see a couple of senators, which is cool. But it was really weird to just be in these buildings where that's where everything happens in our country, and it was really an amazing experience to just see the inner workings of DC.
That's wonderful, and feel like you're making a personal difference.
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
That's great. Now you have some exciting plans coming up in
Yeah.
2017. Give us a shake on that.
Okay, so we decided that our main goal for 2017 would be to focus in on tissue donation. What that means is when a child passes, whether it's brain tissue or any other type of cancer tissue, scientists need that tissue, kind of like organ donation. When they need to donate that tissue so studies can be made on it. Because if you take a child that's 5 years old versus the same child that's 10 years old, and if they have cancer, that cancer changes as the child grows. So it takes a lot of samples and tissue donation to really study that tissue and hopefully develop drugs and hopefully a cure for pediatric cancer.
That's amazing. Now, so what are you specifically doing for this year? Do you have? Are you doing literature? Are you talking to people? How are you going about that?
Yeah, we're actually going to be supporting several hospitals that are going to be doing studies with this tissue when donating some of the money that we raise to them so that we can fund their programs and they can do the studies on the tissue that's donated. And we'll see how they get with that. But it should be really exciting to see it this year.
Well, I want to thank you for both coming by. I want to thank you for all the work that you're doing on behalf of the Swifty Foundation. It's a very inspiring project that you're involved in, and it's all for a good cause. And I'm sure that Mikey would be super proud if he could see the work that you're doing now. So thank you for that. If you would like to learn more about the Swifty Foundation and how you can get involved, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but don't go away. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.